Hi everyone, it's Sly here. I'm going to be reviewing, as requested, my skincare regime. And I'm also going to let you see how I make some of my own product. So stay tuned. So I've received comments from some of my videos and pictures posted on my blog about my skincare. First, I want to say that I am not a dermatologist. I'm not an expert. The only thing that I know is my body and my skin and what works for me. I don't think I have any exceptional skin. As a teenager, I had lots of acne all over my face, which I think is pretty normal. And I remember using like every product. If it was out there while I was in junior high and high school, I probably used that at some point. Every kind of scrub and mask and face wash. And I just kept trying things to see what would work. What I did find was that I would need to use a particular product for about a month or so before I could really tell whether or not it would work. You can't just use it for one day and be like, oh, my skin's not clear, next. Then actually in high school, something weird happened. I don't know if it was an allergic reaction to something, if it was something... Well, what happened was my skin became discolored just on my face, in big blotches all around, and it was probably like the color of my palm. And it wasn't raised or anything, like the skin was even, it just became discolored all around my face. And even though I was homeschooled for high school, I still had to go to the public school for a couple of classes a day, and that was hard. I mean, because it's beyond acne, like your face is just, it was just what I perceived to be as messed up. I remember my mom, even though I don't wear makeup during that time, she tried to put her makeup on me just to cover up about the discoloring. And even that really didn't work because my mom and I have different skin tones. And it lasted for a while. I remember after a while, I was so worried about how bad I thought I looked. After a while, I just stopped caring because I had no control over it, like absolutely no control. So it was like I can wake up and be upset and pissed off about this, and I can spend hours and hours a day scrubbing my face, or I can just keep living my life. And once I sort of made peace with that, eventually it did clear up, but I don't know why. I don't know if it was an allergic reaction or a product I was using. I'm not sure. But I did have that happen too. Throughout the rest of high school and college, I used Neutrogena's like deep cleansing face wash. And that worked for a while. And I just would wash my face like twice a day. About a year ago, I actually went and got a facial. She explained to me how to take better care of my skin. And she said that every day I needed to wash it, use a toner, and then moisturize it. And then once a week, I needed to also exfoliate and wear a mask. I looked at the Neutrogena's products because that's what I was using at the time, but I couldn't find a complete set. So I went to the Body Shop, and I love the Body Shop. I don't shop there as often now because I make most of my own body products. But if I didn't have the time to make my own products, I would still be shopping at the Body Shop. And I know they're a little expensive, but for me it was worth it. There may be something that's even a cheaper brand or more expensive brand that you find better, but the Body Shop, perfect. But at the Body Shop, they have different brands. Like I ended up going with their seaweed line. Every day when I got up in the morning, I washed my face and then I used a toner and I moisturized. And then every Saturday, Along with washing my face and toning it, I would exfoliate it. I would wear a mask, rinse that off, and then I would put the moisturizer on. And I did that religiously. 3 months later, and when I got the facial there, the lady was like, wow, your skin is amazing. It's smooth and moisturized. And that was just 3 months from having this like daily and weekly routine that worked. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy the seaweed face brand from the body shop. One, maybe that's too expensive for you or too cheap. Two, maybe that's not the brand that would work for you. Maybe you should use vitamin E or aloe or I don't know. What I would say is to have that regime, but you may have to try different brands until you find the one that works. Because Neutrogena worked, and when I first switched to the seaweed brand, my face broke out a little, and so I thought, oh crap, it isn't working. But I think what was happening was my face had to get used to this new product, and it's the same thing that happened when I switched to my homemade products. For about a 2 to 3 week period, I noticed that my face not broke out noticeably, but it wasn't as even. And then after a while, like now, I've been using this homemade face wash and toner, the mask and scrub. The only thing that isn't homemade is a moisturizer. I haven't found a good recipe for that yet. And after a few weeks, it's back to glowing. Find great products, and then develop a routine. Because you can have the products, but if you're not washing your face every day, if you're not exfoliating weekly or whatever, it's not going to work. The next few things I would say is sleep. Sleep affects it. Like you can do everything perfectly, but if you're not getting enough sleep, for me, that affected my skin. Along with sleep, I notice when I drink more water, my skin is better. I also don't wear makeup. Like I don't know if you can tell right now, but I don't have any makeup on, which is probably looks like I don't have any eyelashes. But I don't wear makeup. Every now and then I'll put on mascara or lip gloss, but the whole foundation and concealer and all that, I don't really do. And I think that aids in my skin being clear. And maybe you're so used to wearing makeup that you're like, oh, if I don't, you don't understand. I have this like discoloring here and this blotch here. But I think if you slowly stop wearing makeup, like over time, that those things will clear up. Trust me, my face was discolored with blotches of white all over. Along with little makeup to no makeup and drinking water and sleeping, I think stress also plays a factor. If you live a high-strung, just stressed out life, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do, but from what I've noticed for myself, when I am more calm and at peace and like I'm having a good week, my body feels better, my skin feels better, my mind feels better. But when it's really stressful, I notice a few days later, I'll start to break out, get bumps here or there. So I think those things will help you get healthy skin. I will be back later. I'm running out of my homemade face wash, so I'm actually going to make some. And I'm going to put it on my face so you can actually see how I wash my face, tone it, exfoliate it. And I normally use this homemade yogurt, oatmeal, and honey mask. But today I have this rose mask where I'm actually using rose water and rose petals. So I'm going to try that one today and see what happens. Bye.